We've got Marcc Rose. Of course, he played Tupac in the NWA Straight Outta Compton movie. And yeah, I just met him on Friday by Kawiki Dink at the movie theater. All right. Can you tell the ATL exactly what was going on when I seen you at the movie theater on Friday?
Crazy, yeah. So I came back and we was at, I think they used to call it Great Escape. They used to call it Great Escape, right? And we was at Regal Cinemas out there in McDonough. And, you know, I came back and I was signing a few autographs and watching the film with a few people. I wanted to come back and watch it. And I seen you and we met, and that was really, really dope, you know. A lot of people came out, and I think that was a beautiful thing to show love. I found out that that Straight Outta Compton, you know, not only was it #1 in America, but Atlanta was the cause of the #1 sales.
Right.
You know, which I think is amazing. And I used to live here too. I grew up here, so yeah, I grew up here. So I think coming back here and being able to watch the movie with, you know, people and sign some stuff and take some photos was pretty dope.
All right, what I really wanted you to tell everybody was the big proclamation that you received on Friday night. Tell me about that, because I as I kind of read and tried to understand, the mayor of Stockbridge and the mayor of McDonough were in the building. How do both of those people like coincide with each other?
It's so crazy. You know, my whole thing, I didn't even know that was gonna go on, to be quite honest with you. I'm gonna beat my manager right here. She said though, you know, she lined everything up for me. I came and that was just my goal, just to do that. Came and watch the movie with people, but I was surprised when they rewarded me pretty much, and you know, they pretty much crowned August 21st Marcc Rose Day.
Wow,
like
that's big.
Marcc Rose Day, yeah, Marcc Rose, you know, and I got a proclamation, and you know, they came out and took photos with me, and just to have my own day, that's something that I've never ever imagined, you know, and especially being that I grew up out here.
Okay.
So that's just a monumental moment for me right there.
All right, so you went to high school in what high school did you go
Dutchtown.
to? Oh,
Dutchtown
okay.
Dutchtown High School. I went to Dutchtown Middle. I even did some elementary out here in Eagles Landing Elementary School.
Okay, so you really like a Southside veteran out here representing. That's what I'm talking about, ATL.
All day.
We claiming another one.
In Atlanta.
All right, so can you tell me about you know, just your journey into stardom? I seen your name and I was like, man, I recognize this name from somewhere. You actually have a clothing line.
I have a clothing line, yes. That's actually what I've been doing all my life, even before I got into acting. You know, pretty much just designing clothes, and I'm interested in all aspects of fashion. I'm from New York, so I was raised out here in Atlanta, but I'm from New York, and I've always just been designing pieces, men's pieces, women's, unisex, and I was fortunate enough to get it on a few of my celebrity friends, and they supported the whole movement. You know, Kelly Rowland, just you know, Iggy Azalea, Soulja Boy. A lot of people just showed love to me, and I managed to get away from designing a little bit, and I touched bases on acting, and I moved out to California.
Okay.
When I got word that they were doing the Tupac Shakur biopic.
Okay.
And
so I'm sure you've heard all your life that you look like Tupac.
All my life. When I was living in New York, I didn't hear it. But I moved to Atlanta when I was about 10. And I think since I touched down on ATL soil, it was like, okay, that's Tupac's son. That's Tupac. That's, you know, first it was his son, then it's Tupac, and yeah, but I've heard it all my life.
So have you ever claimed it, like when you were a kid, like,
you already know. I have stories for days, because you know, me and my friends used to be out here. We used to go to when it was cool, we used to go to Cascade, we used to go to Starlight, and you could imagine how long the lines were.
Right.
But at that point, I was so frequent, and the security just used to be like, oh no, that's Pac's son. And I'm like, yeah, you know, Pac is, I used to say he was my uncle.
Right.
So I used to skip lines, my friends used to skip, we used to get free pizza, skate for free. Right. I'm like, why not? You know, but yeah, it was an amazing experience. But to be able to bring it, you know, full circle like this, and to portray him in this film that became #1 in America is like, it's still insane for me. It's mind-blowing.
All right, so can you tell me how that actually happened? Were you discovered? Did you audition? What happened?
No, so I moved out to LA and I was working in retail.
Okay.
I was working at a retail store in this area called The Grove. It's a huge tourist attraction, and I knew that they were casting for the Tupac Shakur biopic, and the casting director literally walked into my store, and I didn't know, I knew who she was, but I didn't know who she was.
Right.
You know, she walked in and she immediately seen me and lost her mind.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she seen me, she lost her mind, and she was like, you know, I'm casting for the Tupac biopic, right? And I'm like, yeah, can we? And she gave me her card and we took pictures. She set up a meeting. Long story short, she got me over to John Singleton, you know, amazing director. He's done so many films. Got me over to John Singleton, and we was in the process of working on the Tupac Shakur biopic, and this was about a year and a half ago. And there's so much that goes on behind the scenes when it comes to doing movies, let alone biopics. You know, you want to make sure everything gets done the right way, and someone like Tupac Shakur, you have to make sure it's done the right way.
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You see the Aaliyah, right? I mean, come on, you gotta make sure. You gotta make sure.
You have to make sure it's done right. You know, so it was just a lot. Too many hands in the pot, and we actually put it on pause. And F. Gary Gray, who's the director of Straight Outta Compton, and he's worked on films such as Set It Off, which is monumental. Friday, they still play that today. Classics. You know, him and John Singleton are really close friends. So he gave John a call. He seen what was going on with the biopic, and he's like, hey, you know, it's funny that you guys are on pause. I need Pac's presence in my NWA movie.
Oh,
because he screened it. Yeah, F. Gary Gray actually finished the movie, and he screened it for a few people. And it was amazing. Everybody loved it, but they was like, okay, you know, this is West Coast, and, you know, this is history here, and where's Pac? You know what I mean? Where's Pac? Right. So he just called John Singleton, and, you know, I came in an audition. One thing led to another, and a couple hours later, I was casted, and a week after that, I was shooting.
Wow. So in the room, were you looking at other people that looked like Tupac as well?
Right? No, I was not in the room with other people. Okay. Luckily, thank God, thank God. But I wasn't in the room with other people. I know that they did still hold auditions for it, but I actually got called in by myself. I got called in by myself, and I was just as nervous, regardless of me looking like him or not. You know, that's not all. It can, you know what I mean? It has to be more than that. Talent has to follow. So I was nervous, and like I said, after that, 2 hours later, I got the call.
Now, we got to talk about, I actually read an article right before I met you, which is like even the craziest part of the whole way that I ended up meeting you on Friday. I had read an article maybe Tuesday, and it actually said that the voice in the movie was not your voice, and it was the voice of the guy who was going to actually play Tupac in the biopic. What can you tell me about this nasty rumor?
Definitely a rumor. I'm not too sure who that guy is. Somebody mentioned his name to me, but I haven't heard of him before. I wasn't aware.
Actually in Google, it's like one of the first things that comes up.
I was not aware of that. I know I was casted for the film. I went in, and actually a week after we shoot, we have to get called in to do looping. And, you know, looping is pretty much when you do the audios and the voice, and I went in for my looping session, so I'm kind of confused with what he's talking about, but you know, and I also heard that he was supposed to be doing the biopic or something, or he did the biopic.
He was living with Tupac's family and everything. I was like, well, damn, he's living it up.
Right. No,
he don't know everything about Pac.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I think he's actually older than him too. I hope that line.
Yeah, I heard he's like 65 or something.
Yeah, Pac died when he was about 25.
Oh man, yeah.
So you know. We'll see.
I don't think that will work out.
Right.
All right. Sure. So have you actually heard that Tupac's family is going to be making an announcement today? I don't know if this is like true or false, but they're going to be making an announcement at 5 p.m. today as far as the biopic.
And you guys are just gonna have to stay tuned, cause y'all gonna have to wait.
You might get the old Tupac,
right? No, I definitely know. Yeah, they will be making that announcement today. So, that's all I'm saying. You guys got to tune in for that. So,
are you excited? Like,
I'm stoked. I mean, for the movie to be number one in America, and it's just that, you know, we expect the movie to be big. Can I just say that we expect? Just hearing this, just reading the script and knowing who these guys are, knowing who, you know, Cube is, Dre is, MC Ren. These are iconic historic people. You know what I mean? So our biggest thing was just hoping that the message that we were trying to give, the message that we were trying to portray in the movie was delivered in the right way. You know what I mean? And it seems like it did. And again, I keep saying for it to be #1 because that's so major for us. And especially, I'm not from Compton, I'm not from California, but I live out there. And for them, it's so special and it's so big because this movie is their baby. You know what I mean? And to be for the word Compton to even be, in that kind of light. #1, this and it's crazy. If I could just talk about this, I think it's real crazy that I also heard and read that they had boosted up the security and extra police officers and you know what I mean? Like, why would you? And nothing happened.
Except for some great movies.
So I'm super, super excited. And I'm just glad everybody is getting a chance to witness what we got a chance to put together.
All right. So for a moment, let's talk about you, Marcc Rose. What can we expect from you in the future besides the Tupac movie? I know, you don't want to get stereotyped, although you look like Pac or whatever. I know you have some things down the line that I'm sure you're trying to work on.
Yes, I definitely do. And it's not even going to be only about acting for me.
Okay.
I enjoy doing it all. Like I said, I've been designing clothes for a really, really long time. So next year, I plan on doing, some type of collaboration with one big brand. I don't want to talk too soon, but we may hopefully be able to pull something with H&M.
Okay.
A nice collaboration in stores. And my line, in case you guys don't know, my line is called Controversial Treatment. And it pretty much just, it gives you that, it's controversial. The line itself is controversial. And the reason why I titled it that is because, we all know controversy sells.
Right.
People talk about it. People love to talk about controversy.
I'm the queen of controversy.
Okay, so we doing it. So we doing it, So I'm going to be doing a little bit of that. And also, I'm going to be working with John Singleton again pretty soon in the near future. Not only on the movie, if that decides to, fall into place, but he's bringing a TV show.
Oh yeah, I heard about it.
You heard. He's bringing a TV show to FX, and that's going to be in the works, and we should start aligning things up towards the end of the year.
That's right. For those that don't know, it's called Snowfall, and he's actually cast Lauren London and Jill Scott, as far as I know.
You got my boy D-Ray.
Yeah,
D-Ray on there, some nice people,
That job,
my boy's D-Ray.
All right, definitely, we appreciate you for coming through. Of course, people did want me to ask you, as soon as I told people around here that you were coming, they wanted to know if you were going to be in the Dog Pound movie too.
When I was in Atlanta, that's when I got word of the Dog Pound movie is the sequel that they're talking about, right?
Yes, they're talking about the sequel, and they're talking about the Dog Pound and having Tupac in the Dog Pound movie, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, no.
Nobody hit you.
We can't. Yeah, that's no.
Nobody hit your people.
Not at all.
That.
Right? No,
okay.
It's not looking like that. But anything I do, I would definitely be announcing every and anything that I'm doing. You guys can follow me on social media. I'm always getting in trouble for posting stuff on the internet. I'm real heavy on that. So that's Marcc Rose, MarcCrose. You guys follow me and keep up with me.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you once again for coming through. It's going to be a big day. We can't wait 5 o'clock to see what Tupac's family has to say. I see your name all in the announcement, but I'm just saying. So it's a huge day for you. Congratulations on everything that you have going on, and many, many blessings to come, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you.